What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. So, I'm hearing that April 7th, they're doing a Carly-centric episode or something like that. I guess Carly's having her own little episode, apparently about her past. So I'm hearing rumors that episode is the catalyst for Nell becoming Nina's daughter or something like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting though. I probably will be reviewing that episode. I don't know. It depends on how it look. You know, if I like it, I might review it. If not, I might not. But getting into this episode though. The foolishness. Julian, Jerome. What the hell is wrong with Julian? Like, has he completely snapped? Like, what is wrong with you? You're in bed with your sex buddy, whatever the hell y'all doing, you and Britt. Britt sitting there moping and whining about her mother and Brad and whatnot. I just don't get Britt. Like, I understand her mother has done some shit over the years. I get it. But even Britt should know her mother well enough to know when she's telling the truth and when she's lying. Like, seriously, why are you so quick to believe that your mother is capable of all of this? I mean, she is capable. I ain't gonna say she's not. But why are you so quick to believe that she's straight up guilty? Like, why wouldn't you think that this was some type of frame up? Like, don't you think that your mother is smart enough to try and cover her tracks? But the fact that all that evidence added up to pointed to her, don't you find that the least bit suspicious? Because your mother's not that sloppy. Like, come on now. We know Obrecht. She's not sloppy enough to leave all that evidence that could lead back to her. Come on now. She's been a career criminal / doctor for how long? And gotten away with crimes? Now all of a sudden she just leaves a whole trail of evidence? Don't that make sense that she was being framed? Come on now, think. So anyway, Julian sitting there. First of all, what pissed me off about Julian was he's sitting there telling all of Alexis's business to Britt about her and Neil. I'm like, first of all, that's not Britt's business. Why are you talking about your ex to your sex buddy? Like, that's none of her business at all. Like, what Alexis is doing with her time is not her business, and it damn sure ain't your business. Last time I checked, her and Julian have been divorced for how long now? 4 years? What she does not concern you any longer. I understand that y'all still are in each other's lives, you know, because y'all friendly or whatnot, but it's still none of your damn business. So Britt, when she heard about Alexis and Neil, she basically told Julian how she had a layover in New York and she saw Alexis and Neil together, kissing, making out, or whatever. So now Julian sitting here talking about something, oh, Neil must have took advantage of her. And see, that's where you need to mind your damn business. Because first of all, Alexis is a grown-ass woman. You should have a little bit more faith in her than what you currently have. Because everybody knows Alexis is independent, strong-minded, and Alexis does not get manipulated to do anything by a man. Well, except that whole Julian nonsense a couple years ago. But she still does whatever she wants to do, though. She has a mind of her own. She's grown. She knows what she's doing. He did not take advantage of her. That's why Julian needs to mind his damn business and focus on Julian. You got problems of your own right now. Stop inserting yourself in your ex-wife's business because it's none of your damn business. Who she sleeps with is who she sleeps with, who she doesn't sleep with, who she kiss, who she don't kiss. That's of no concern to you at all. So mind your business. Now this fool gets mad, rushes over to GH. Him and Britt, you know, they see Alexis and Neil together. Because Alexis was in her AA meeting with Finn, and Finn noticed that she took a 24-hour or one-day sober chip or whatever. And she admitted to him that she's been, you know, she fell off the wagon less than 24 hours ago. I just hate that Alexis was trying to make it seem like Neil, like she drank because she couldn't be with Neil. In my opinion, I know some people going to say, well, she drank because Sam went at her the way that she did. But even still, that's no reason to fall off the wagon. You know what I'm saying? Alexis is the reason Alexis drank. I will say that. You know, I can blame Sam all I want to because right now I can't stand Sam. But My issue with Sam was the way that she spoke to her mother and how ungrateful she was. That was my issue with that. I don't blame Sam for Alexis falling off the wagon. I blame Alexis for that. Because Alexis knew what she was doing. She could have walked her ass out that bar, but she chose to sit there on that stoop and get a drink. You know what I mean? Like, even though she didn't ask for a drink, the bartender handed her a drink. She could have said no. She chose not to, so that's on her. You can't blame nobody but Alexis for that. And I am happy that Alexis, went to a meeting, took herself to a meeting. Nobody had to force her to do it. She did it on her own. And she's going to restart, take it one day at a time. But, Finn, he put the pieces together, though. When Neil walked in and stuff, he figured that she was, talking about Neil. How she want to be with somebody but can't, really be with the one that she want to be with or whatever. But he figured it was Neil when he walked in there. So Neil and Alexis standing there talking or whatever. Here come Julian barging up in the room, pushing Neil up against the wall like some fool. Julian, go sit your ass down. Sit down. Go sit in the freaking corner somewhere. Just go. Like, that's none of your business what she do with Neil. I understand you think you're trying to look out for her, but you're really not because you don't even know all the facts. Like, mind your business. But it's obvious to me the way that he reacted to Alexis and Neil. It's obvious that he still got feelings for Alexis. That's pretty clear. But that's what pisses me off, though. It's like when he was with Kim, Alexis did not insert herself into their relationship at all. She never tried to break them up. She never threatened Kim. She never warned Kim about anything. She never nothing. She minded her damn business. So Julian needs to do the same thing. Obviously Alexis was a little jealous of him and Kim together, but she never did anything to interfere. Julian is overstepping the boundaries right about now. You're crossing the damn line. Show her the same respect that she showed you when you were with Kim. She didn't insert herself. She didn't, needle you about your relationship like that. She didn't try to get you back. She didn't nothing. She minded her damn business. Now you need to go mind yours. Obviously all that macho shit that he was trying to do today, that was obvious because you still in love with her. That's as plain as day. But he just need to move on and mind his damn business somewhere. So, anyway, moving on from that. Lulu, Leslie Lou. Freaking earhead. So she goes in there at the Metro Court, her and Dustin or whatever. They talking about Brooklyn or whatever. And she's upset a little bit with Dustin because she feel like Dustin is starting to feel sorry for Brooklyn or whatever. Lulu is such a lying ass. She sat there talking about how Brooklyn antagonizes her every chance she get. Lulu, shut up, because no, she don't. No, she don't. She don't antagonize you every single time. No, she do not. The last time y'all got into it was when y'all got into that big ass fight in the restaurant. That was because of you. That was because of you. You started that. I remember when Brooklyn was sitting there eating her lunch, Lulu came in there with Maxie, walked right over to her, right over to Brooke, and started antagonizing her about using her father's account or the ELQ account to pay for her purchases or whatever. Like, you went over there like a little mean girl, like you're in high school, antagonizing her. You started it. So don't sit there and blame that on her. You know what I mean? Like, Lulu needs to grow up and take accountability. So, of course, her and Dustin sitting there kissing or whatever, right when Olivia walk in. Olivia ain't happy. I will say this. Olivia needs to mind her business about who Lulu's dating or whatever. Like, I get it. You wanted her to save herself for your son, but at the end of the day, your son was the one who left. Your son was the one who wanted the divorce. That was all Dante. That wasn't her. Lulu has every right to move on with her life, whether you agree or not. You have to respect it. You don't have to agree with it, but you need to respect it. You can't keep sitting there every time you see her and Dustin or you see Dustin. Why are you giving this man all this attitude? He didn't break up a marriage. That marriage was already broken when he stepped into the damn picture. So stop giving that man attitude for no damn reason. He didn't do anything to you or your son. He did nothing. Lulu was already on the cusp of a divorce. Hell, she was already divorced by that point. So it's like, stop coming after this man or giving attitude or whatever every time you see them. It's hella annoying. But her attitude this time was a little justified because she was really mad at at Lulu about the whole EOQ shit, about her leaking that story. Just to, stick it to Brooklyn. Because not only did you stick it to Brooke, you stuck it to everybody in the Quartermain family in ELQ. ELQ lost out on millions because of this deal. Because you leaked the shit. Yeah, Brooke Lynn was stupid for vlogging it or whatever, but you leaked it. When Maxie warned you, Maxie sat there and warned her. She was like, if you publish that article, you will be hurting ELQ, you will be hurting the Quartermains, you will be hurting Michael, you'll be hurting Olivia. She did not care. Lulu didn't give a damn. She didn't care. All she cared about was sticking it to Brooke. That's all she cared about. You stuck it to Brooke and you made yourself look like an ass in the process, and you made an enemy out of your old mother-in-law. So kudos to you. You hit the trifecta. And you just showed everybody what a childish person that you are. Grow the hell up. Like, seriously, Lulu she's annoying. So, anyway, Ned is sitting there talking to Brooke Lynn or whatever. He's feeling guilty about firing her, trying to apologize or whatever. He's wondering how she got out of her contract with Link. Brooke Lynn ain't trying to tell him nothing. She just basically telling him, well, my business dealings are private or whatever. Brooke Lynn, tell your daddy what you did. Tell him what you did. Tell him that you done sold the family out just to get back at them and get yourself out of your contract. You might as well shame the devil and tell the truth. But will she? Of course not. She's sitting there with smirks on her face and stuff like that. And then when Olivia come over and see her walking away, Olivia figured something was going on with her. Because she told Ned, she said, every time I see your daughter with a smile on her face, that's literally right before all hell is about to break loose. Olivia ain't stupid. Olivia was like, she can sense it. She just know Brooke Lynn is up to something, and that means more trouble for the Quartermains. She already can feel it. And she just basically told Ned she feels like something is gonna go down. She just feels like an atomic bomb is about to blow up in their face at any second. And Olivia, you are right, because Brooke Lynn done got your family into some shit. You know, like. So Lulu comes over to Brooke Lynn or whatever, I guess, to extend an olive branch. And she basically tells Brooke that, you know, she's not sorry about leaking that story, but she is sorry that she didn't call ELQ to get a statement from them. And she wants to put up an olive branch or whatever. I really didn't care for that little apology because, in my opinion, that shit was not sincere and that shit was not an apology. It was just a whole bunch of stupidness. But we all know this new little truce that Lulu and Brooke Lynn have, it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. Because I have a feeling Brooke Lynn is gonna want revenge. She's gonna want to get Lulu back, and she's probably gonna use Dustin to do it. And try to go after Dustin just to get back at Lulu. I can see that shit coming a mile away. 10 miles away. But it will be fun to watch because I'm loving this little back and forth between Lulu and Brooke Lynn. It is quite entertaining. So anyway, moving on from that. Cameron and Trina, I freaking love them together. They pretty much were trying to, you know, dance around their little kiss or whatever and talking about his therapy session and Jocelyn and stuff. I feel like they would look good together. Cameron and Trina. They definitely would look good together. I think they would. And you could see yesterday when he was talking about Trina DeFranco, like you could see his face light up. Like he was definitely smiling, grinning. He likes him some Trina, and I think Trina would be good for him. Like she's blunt, she tells it like it is. You know, I think they would definitely be good together. They got chemistry, they got fun chemistry. Not just romantic chemistry, but they look fun together. You know what I mean? And I thoroughly enjoyed their scenes together. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't understand what's up with Mac. Was it me, or did he seem like he had a little bit of an attitude with Laura when she came in asking about where Jordan was? He just seemed like he had a little toot on him, like a little attitude. I'm like, Mac, you're my boy, but you need to fix the attitude. Laura's not the problem, so clear that up. Laura knows something in the milk ain't clean. She know it. She feels like somebody in the PCPD is helping Cyrus, and she wants Mac to help her find out who's helping him. So Jordan is in the office with the IAB agent, the internal affairs agent, detective, whatever, telling him the tale about how her team members conspired to frame Cyrus Renaud. So now the Department of Justice is going to open up an investigation into Taggart. So Laura wants to know what the hell is going on. So, she kind of telling her about it or whatever. Laura, I just feel like Laura is on the cusp of finding out the truth. Jordan thinks that this is her way out. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because I feel like this plan of hers, her, Sonny, Curtis, Jason, I think this whole plan is just going to blow up in their damn face. Because even if you get Cyrus out of prison, what's to stop him from still taking Jordan down too? What's to stop him from still killing TJ? What's to stop him? He still holds the cards. Sonny, even when he gets out, Sonny can't make a move against Cyrus until they really have TJ back into Jordan's care. Once they have TJ back, Sonny can possibly make a move. But until then, you still can't do nothing, because if you try, he can kill TJ at any moment. He's still holding the cards. There's no guarantee that he's going to give TJ back to Jordan. There's no guarantee whatsoever. So that's why I feel like this plan is still stupid. So Curtis was up in there in the office or whatever talking to Portia, trying to get information out of her about what Taggart may have told her about the Cyrus Renault investigation. So Jordan comes in there or whatever, telling Portia, basically giving her heads up about the Department of Justice Internal Affairs investigation into Taggart, about the frame up. So Curtis, of course, is playing along with it like he don't know nothing about it. So Portia thinks that that's what's been, eating Taggart up all these years. The fact that he went against his own code of honor and framed somebody, something that he swore he would never do or try to uphold the law or whatever. And now she got to figure out how she's going to tell Trina about this. If Taggart is alive, which I think he is, Trina's going to be pissed. That little girl is going to be pissed. She is going to be totally pissed off. Another thing about Trina that I forgot to mention during her conversation with Cam, what annoyed me about that conversation was him sitting there trying to warn her about Ava. Cameron, you have had no dealings with Ava Jerome. And granted, Jocelyn don't like Ava because of the Corinthos' relationship with Ava, but I love how Trina is her own person. She thinks for herself. She forms an opinion about people based off of her experience with that person, not based off of Jocelyn's experience. I love that. That's what makes me like Trina even more. Because I love people who do that. Like, I could sit here all day and tell you about somebody I don't like. But if you don't have that experience with that person, you're going to think differently. Because you didn't have the same experiences I had with this particular person. I love that about people. Because you figure things out about people for yourself. Don't go off of what nobody else saying. I mean, you can sit there and listen to it, but that don't mean you have to, automatically dislike somebody because of what somebody told you about that person, but you haven't experienced that. Everybody's experience with certain people are different. So I love that Trina wasn't letting that affect her mindset and her thinking and her opinion of Ava, because she actually likes Ava. She, could sit there and talk to Ava all day. She loves talking to her. So I like it. I like that about Trina. But this was a good episode, though. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what dirt Mac can dig up, because Laura's not buying the bullshit that Jordan's trying to sell. She's not buying it. These little wolf tickets that Jordan's trying to sell, Laura's not buying it, and she want Mac to find out what the hell going on. So if anybody can find out, it's gonna be Mac. So this is gonna be definitely interesting. Jordan thinks she's in the clear. You're far from it. This whole mess is gonna blow up right in your face, all in your grill. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.